Hello again, everybody. We're back in the studios of Public Television. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy, alongside the head football coach of UNM, Bob Davie. It's time for our Subway Ask the Coach segment. Each week, Coach Davie answers a question submitted by a fan. Fans can go to golobos.com and submit their questions. And today we get one from Alex in Bernalillo, Coach Davie, and he asks, what will it take for the defense to get better?
I kind of thought we'd have that question. I'm sure Alex isn't the only one asking that question, because it's a valid question. You know, I think first of all, when you watch us play, number one, you do see we have some matchup problems. Second of all, we are immature on defense. We're very young, and I think that combination of those two things really hurts us. But that's no excuse. We have to do everything we can to get better. Right now, to me, it's doing the same things over and over and over, just repetitions of things. And eventually those tackles will come. Eventually those plays on the ball down the field against receivers will come. I have no doubt in my mind, absolutely no doubt, that we can get better and that we are underachieving on defense right now.
It's time now for the Subway Player of the Game. Subway restaurants, eat fresh, and well, it's the little guy. He's becoming the little engine that could. Carlos Wiggins. This is the touchdown reception here in the third quarter from Cole Gauchi.
You know, again, I remember I went into Plano East High School. Carlos Wiggins was 152 pounds, 5A Player of the Year in that district. We were the only school that recruited him. And I fell in love with this guy right away. He's a little playmaker. He loves to play. He can do a lot of things. He's a kick returner. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He's about 154 pounds, but he brings everything he has. We've gotten a lot of mileage out of Carlos Wiggins as well. And I think Bob the Best has done an excellent job of just getting him into the game plan in specific situations, particularly last night.
He ran the ball a few miles last night. Over 100 yards, one of the three that you had that went for 100. Casey Carrier, Cole Gauchi, Carlos Wiggins. And then you get him into the pass game as well. And we've seen what he's done in the kick return game. He almost had 300 yards of total yards gain when you combine all three aspects yesterday.
Yeah, and we do have some young skill guys that I think can be really exciting. Ridge Jones is a young man from DeSoto, Texas, that's built a lot like Carlos. Damian Gamblin's a young man from Mesquite, Texas, at the first play of the game last night, caught the pitch. We do have some speed, and we've been able to recruit for this offense. You know, once again, once we mature a little bit more, keep growing, keep building, you know, a couple years from now, this football team will be something to be reckoned with.
Something interesting that you said to me this week. Coach Houck, he hasn't won a lot of games at UNLV, but you said UNLV is ahead of us, and that's because he's in his fourth year of installing his program, getting his staff together, and getting the kinds of kids that he wants to run that system.
You know, I think so. And you look back, not to talk about UNLV, but Bobby Houck took over for Mike Sanford. Mike Sanford was 5-7 his last 2 years. And now Bobby's into his fourth year, and he'll be the first one to tell you this is by far his most talented team. And they have built it up. You know, I appreciate the hard work that they have put into that program. I realize what it takes. And we're doing the same thing, you know. So, you know, right now people just have to be patient. That's a hard word. That's a hard word for me to comprehend as well. We just got to keep going.